What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to the Sports Sidebar Podcast. You're tuned in with your boy Rich, and I'm here with my buddies Tom and JD, and we're about to get this thing started. Let's go! Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We got a brand new episode for everybody. We're on 135. How's everybody doing tonight?
Doing good, Rich. How you doing?
Doing fantastic, man. Getting ready for summertime madness kicking in. Starting to feel like summer is getting a little hot. It's about 80 today. How's the weather by you guys?
I think kind of cloudy, actually. I mean, it's warm, so it's 75, 80, but been a little cloudy. Can't complain. Got shorts and t-shirt on.
Classic. Just got to get the beer and be by a pool or something.
Exactly.
All right, let's get right into it, man. Really wasn't much in the NFL this week. The only thing was that DeAndre Hopkins got cut, and then he said he's open for business, and every team in the NFL is trying to reach out to him. So
yeah, it's like the same three teams are always, I feel like, tied into guys like this, like the Chiefs, the Bills, 49ers. But I don't know. I think I've been hearing some rumblings of a push to Cleveland. Obviously, Deshaun Watson came out and said he'd love to have him.
Yeah.
Hopkins' best years, obviously, with Deshaun. I mean, interesting that they cut him. Obviously, they couldn't find a trade suitor, and the contracts didn't work, so they're taking the cap hit this year.
Yeah, 22.
Makes sense. I mean, I don't think Kyler's cap hits start to hurt them for a few years, so you might as well get it out of the way now.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll renegotiate when it does.
Oh yeah. But yeah, he's only 30. He's still a good player, and get him in there now and get him going.
Oh yeah, Giants, if you're listening, please go sign him. But like you said, man, I don't think that's gonna happen because he's gonna want to go play for a contender. It just seems like the Chiefs, those top teams are always in the number one option, either Chiefs or Bills. I think if he's on the Chiefs, I mean, it's gonna suck because he won't be a sleeper wide receiver anymore. And then,
right.
I mean, he's on the Bills. I mean, he pretty much gonna be sharing time with Diggs, so he won't get a one-on-one coverage. He won't get a double teamed. Have to worry about being double teamed. I did see some other rumors about the Dolphins, but that didn't make sense. That's like a freaking all-star lineup if you went there, but still going to depend on the quarterback. Quarterback can't stay healthy. Doesn't matter. I'm trying to see what other teams were available. I heard the Jets were trying to get into the mix, but you guys have got too much weapons now. Calm down.
Yeah, I think they'd have to move things around. Like Corey Davis would be gone, but yeah, they got a lot of stuff going on there. All teams should be making a phone call. I think we talked about this with other guys, but if you're not making a phone call, you're not doing your due diligence.
Oh yeah. I mean, everybody needs a receiver, so but it's gonna be interesting to see. They said he's not in a rush either, so we'll probably wait until right before training camp gets ready to start before he signs. So
yeah, I mean, ideally you probably want him in a little early so you can get the playbook, but I'd assume he's going to sign here in the next couple of days. I don't see this dragging out too long.
And then on to the NBA. I mean, we had the Game 7 wrapped up the other night with the Heat and the Celtics. Celtics came back down from 3-0, won 3 straight. So they're going to come out strong. They had the home court advantage right here on this Game 7, but it looks like the injury to Tatum hurt, more than expected. He wasn't fully 100%. And then, I mean, you guys shot a lot of threes, man. He's going back and forth, man. Somebody need to get to the hole. Stop shooting all these damn threes, man.
Yeah, it was disappointing that they came out flat. Obviously, first play of the game, Tatum hurting his ankle. I didn't think it looked that bad. Obviously, he was in pain. I don't know. I have kind of mixed feelings on that because I've played with sore ankles before, and I think everyone who's played basketball has.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Usually you get through the game. I'm not saying that it would have been good after or for the finals, but usually with the adrenaline and hard tape, you can usually get through the game. Obviously, he just wasn't himself. He didn't trust it, I don't think. It is what it is. They still, have the players to overcome that and win that game. And Jaylen Brown being top of that list. He was terrible. He said it after the game.
Mm-hmm.
Eight turnovers, missed a lot of shots. Just bad decision making. They're cut the lead to 7. They get a turnover, and he pulls up for 3. It's like, that's get the hoop, get it to 5. I don't know. It was just, there's a time and a place to pull up for 3, but when you're ice cold from the field and you kind of got them on the ropes a little bit, to me that's not the time. It was across the board though. In the last 2 games, they went 16 for 77 from 3-point line.
Mm-hmm.
It's a make or miss league, and they didn't hit him, and the Heat did. I mean, Caleb Martin was fantastic all series, and every time the Celtics made a little bit of a run or felt like they had some momentum, he seemed to get the ball and shot. We talked about it after. I didn't think Butler played all that great. I didn't think Bam played all that great.
Yeah, I felt like Martin should have been the MVP for that series.
Yeah, and I people kind of get bent out of shape when you say that, but everybody knows that Butler sets the tone. Like, that's not a question. He's the clear leader, and they all follow him and Pat Riley. But from a pure basketball perspective, I felt like Caleb played the best series out of all of them. Consistent. I mean, Jimmy Butler was great in games 1 and 2, took over both games. But after that, I thought he was just okay.
Yeah, he really didn't have a good game till Game 7. And even in Game 7, I mean, I think Jimmy had 28.
Yeah,
and Martin had 29 or something.
Yeah, but a lot of that Butler was kind of non-consequential in Game 7. I think Caleb Martin hit the big shots. Butler had 12 points going into halftime. So, the game was kind of put away when he was getting a lot of those. He hit a couple big threes for sure coming out of the second half there. But yeah, they wanted it more. They were better coached. They were better prepared. It is what it is. Big questions are now, what do you do in the off season?
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, there's rumors going around that, possibly trading Brown or some other pieces. I definitely think a move is going to need to be made as far as, bolstering up the roster. But it's going to be interesting to see if they pull the trigger on Brown. But I don't think they're going to do it, man.
Oh, man, I've been going back and forth on this. It's like, he's going to get the money, right? What are your options? Everyone wants to trade him for Dame. I don't love that. There's other options in Portland that can help the rebuild. You can get the Peg, you can get Anthony Simons and some other things. But is that much better than Jaylen Brown? I don't think so. And if you're banking on that pick, I don't know. I think the hard part is going to be that this new CBA, the new cap, is more penal.
The higher
you get over. Yeah. So I don't know. They got some things they can do. They can there's Brogdon, Smart. Obviously, I would think Grant Williams is probably done in Boston, but we'll see. We'll see what they do. I like Brown. I think he's only 26. He's got potential. He had his best year as a pro this year, but when teams figure out how to guard him, like the Heat did, like the Warriors did last year, make him go left. I mean, Draymond said it, make him go left, and he struggles. So we'll have to we'll wait and see what comes out. But I don't know. Can you run back the same team? Maybe.
No, I still think you got to get some other pieces. I mean, like we talked about it before. Gallo's coming back. Hopefully that'll help. But I feel like you still need a rebounding big, like a high volume rebounding big. And then kind of a point guard. That's the thing. That's gonna have the ball in his hands to relieve to make some better decisions. So you guys aren't taking all those threes at times. I know, even though Tom wanted to talk about there's no point guards, but I mean there are point guards, and I think that's what's going to make the difference.
Yeah, I don't disagree. They need another. I think Horford is. I don't know if he's done or if he's got another year left, but his minutes got to come down. Rob Williams has to figure out how to be healthy and play some more minutes, and then, like you said, someone to kind of spell them both. And the point guard thing, I know you're big on the point guards. I don't think that they're as important in the NBA.
I think more so for the Celtics system where you're causing play. Like, the thing is that if you have for your team, I feel like if you have a point guard, it doesn't allow the opposing team, right, to really double Tatum, right? If you got a point guard that can run a decent pick and roll, where I don't want to say like James Harden, but similar to how James Harden is eating up people in those pick and rolls, and you got a big that can dash to the hoop, then that's going to help those guys like Tatum and Brown be open to get those easy threes, and then or you can just put. I wouldn't be opposed to seeing Tatum and Brown in a pick and roll. I mean, we see it with some teams that use their best two players and they put them in pick and roll to force teams to make a decision, and it's kind of like a death by 1,000 swords.
Yeah. Yep. Nope. I do get that.
That's that. But I think Gallo coming back is going to help with the shooting. But I think you still need one more shooter.
Yeah.
But still, you're still in a good position. So, I mean, better than my Knicks right now. So, and then I mean, we're gonna have the finals kicking off tomorrow with the Heat and the Nuggets. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm not saying right here. I think this is gonna be a sweep or a gentleman's sweep with that 4-1. I don't think the Heat are gonna match up well against the Nuggets because they don't have a big inside that's gonna really defend the Joker, and the Joker's pretty much gonna have a field day down there with those guys. But then as well, the Nuggets are pretty much they're a bigger team as far as defenders, so they're gonna have guys like Michael Porter Jr., who's about 6'10", and then they're gonna have your boy Gordon. He's probably like 6'9", 6'10", to rotate between Jimmy and Caleb Martin, and as well as what's the name is coming back to what's his name? Yeah, Harrell. So I think they're going to be in for it. It's going to be a different matchup. But, I mean, Spo's a great coach, so I'm sure he's going to make some necessary adjustments to keep them in the games and possibly win a game or two. So, but ultimately, I think the Nuggets are going to be too much for this team.
Yeah, I'm with you, but I've counted out the Heat too many times. So while I do tend to agree, I'm going to go 6 games, and I still think the Nuggets do take it down. They're a good all around team. Jamal Murray's peaking. Michael Porter's playing well. They're a well coached team. They move the ball. They play defense. Probably the best all around team in the league for sure. So, but I don't know. It's just something about this Heat team, man. They don't die. So
Yeah,
I think it's gonna be a dogfight.
Yeah, that's what I say is their mentality. But on the other end, I think the Joker just plays so fundamental that it's just. I mean, he's going to grab. We saw how many rebounds he was grabbing over Anthony Davis, and Bam's not the best rebounder, and they don't really have. That's what I said. They're kind of, to me, the Heat are really undersized, and that's what I said. I think the Joker's going to kill him down low. And then the fact once you start doubling him, it's going to allow those other guys to get those open 3-pointers. So.
Yeah, no, I do agree.
But like I said, it's still going to be fun to watch, man, just to see if the Joker can continue this triple-double streak, which is ridiculous, average about a triple-double the whole playoffs, just to see what the Heat can do to shut them down. I mean, during the season, the Nuggets took care of business. I think they beat them both times in the season, but, the playoffs is a different animal. Things slow down, but it's going to be fun to watch.
Yeah, I think so, too.
And then in other news, Knicks, they don't renew Scott Perry's for another year. So, I mean, he's out of here. It's going to be interesting to see what they do as far as trying to get a GM, or if they're going to try to target your boy from Golden State. But, I don't think he's going to come to Europe. I mean, if he did, that'd be great. But I don't think that's going to happen. I'm being realistic, because I think there's going to be a lot of changes in New York, whether it be Julius Randle or RJ Barrett or some of these other pieces.
Yeah. I think Bob Myers probably take a little time off before he hops back in, but I would assume that he's going to be pretty coveted around the league.
Oh, definitely. I'm sure teams are going to throw. I think teams are going to throw enough money at him that he's going to be one of those things like, I can't retire. But we're going to have to wait to see if he stick to his guns. So. For NHL, we got the Stanley Cup final kicking off. I believe on Friday. We're going to have the Vegas Knights versus the Florida Panthers. I know your boy Matt's going crazy for these Panthers. Looks like they might take it down, man.
I don't know. They're playing well for sure, but to me, Vegas is the best team in the league outside of the Bruins, best team in the West, and they've haven't steamrolled through the playoffs, but they've been pretty good. Took care of a good Dallas team there at the end, and they're well coached. Butch Cassidy, Bruins ex-head coach from last year, he gets these guys playing well. So I think this should be a good series. Panthers are obviously the hottest team coming in. They took care of business across the board after they got down 3-1 to the Bruins. I think they've won. What is it? 11 of the next 12 games to get to the finals after losing 3 out of their first 4. So Matt Tkachuk is turning into a star in front of everyone's eyes, even though he's kind of a douche. And they got a good team. They play hard. They're good offensively and defensively, and they got a good captain, Barkov. So yeah, I mean the thing with the Vegas Knights is that offense can get hot, and if the offense gets hot, they can score a lot of goals. So yeah, it should be a good series. Unfortunately, we've talked about it doesn't really matter because none of these guys are from these places anyways. But having a Vegas versus a South Florida final is probably not ideal for the NHL. But they have good talent from all over.
Oh yeah, like I said, it's gonna be fun to watch, man. It's all about who's gonna heat up. I didn't even know. I thought that was kind of cool that Tkachuk and Tatum went to the same like high school.
Yeah, it is.
They were showing that video on like I think Game 6 or Game 7 with the TNT crew.
When he was like in 8th grade or whatever, he's talking about Matt Tkachuk.
Yeah, he's like, I'm here, and the reason why I go to the schools because of this person, that person, and my boy Matt Tkachuk. He was in the background like doing some weird dance. I thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
But I think they asked Matt about it, and he was like, I don't really think they talk like that, so I thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah.
PJ is not till next week, right? The tournament's next week, right?
The U.S. Open is in 2 weeks. 2. But this week is the Memorial. So Jack Nicklaus's tournament. They play every year at Muirfield Village, in Dublin, Ohio. This is one of the elevated events, so it should get a good draw. I always remember it's Tiger dominating this course, but I think it was a few years ago. Rahm hit like that 65-footer to in a playoff, and then Dustin Johnson hit like a 42-footer. It was kind of a crazy playoff. But anyways, it's always a fun tournament. It's a tough course. I mean, it's just tight. There's water, random water all over the place. Dog legs and all this stuff. But it's fun to watch. I enjoy, it's one of my favorite tournaments to watch. And then Jack's there at the end to congratulate the winner. So big tournament. These guys all love playing here. They love going to see Jack. So it's kind of like when Arnie was alive and they had the Bay Hill and Arnie would congratulate the winner. So these guys have a lot of respect for the game, obviously, and love going to Dublin, Ohio for a weekend.
And then who you liking in this tournament for this week?
Yeah, so this is a course that John Rahm plays really well. I like Rahm. Max Homa plays well here too, and Justin Thomas as well. You have to drive the ball well, and you have to have good wedges, and those 3 guys can do that. I still like Rahm. He didn't play great. At the PGA, but I think he typically plays well here. So if I had money, I'd probably go on Rahm on this one.
Okay, might be able to have a little dabble in that. Check out the odds.
Yeah, I was just checking. I bet I would imagine Scheffler is the favorite to win it. Yeah, Scheffler, Rahm, Cantlay. Those are the top 3. Victor Hovland's been playing well too, so I wouldn't count him out. But yeah, I for value, I like Justin Thomas at 30-1. Ricky Fowler is sitting there at 35-1. He plays well at the Colonial or at the Memorial. So yeah, you want some value. Those are the guys for me. Justin Thomas, Ricky Fowler.
I'll spread it out. We're definitely looking forward to it. And then And then it's that time again, ladies and gentlemen. We got another edition of JD's Bites and Brew. What you got for us?
All right, so this week we got a crispy chicken caprese. So, you can pretty much do the chicken however you want. I do, for this one, I went with Italian seasoning on the bread, panko, Italian seasoned panko crumbs. So just your typical flour, egg wash, and then into the panko crumbs, thin sliced, or you can get the chicken breasts and pound them down either way. Fry it for a couple minutes aside, 2 or 3 minutes per side. Put those off to the side. Actually, you can do this both at the same time. So you're gonna be making the chicken, and then in a cast iron pan, I started blistering the tomatoes. So threw some grape tomatoes into the pan with a little bit of oil. Let those sit for like 5 minutes or so. Just let them roast like that, and then start moving them around a little bit. Make sure you get all the sides nice and charred up. Throw some garlic in there and a little bit of salt. Mix that up. Won't take long for the garlic to brown in that, so probably 15-30 seconds, something like that. And then hit it with a little white wine, dry white wine, so like a half cup. Deglaze that pan a little bit, let that cook down for about 2 minutes, and then put that into a bowl with some lemon juice and chopped basil, and mix that up together. Took the chicken, that's been cooked, put that at the bottom of your plate. Top it with the tomato basil mixture. Had a burrata ball, so similar to mozzarella. You can do mozzarella too if you want, but burrata is a little creamier. Spread the burrata out on top of that, and then hit it with a balsamic glaze on top.
That sounds good, man. With that glaze on top.
Yeah, honestly, it didn't take too long to make, which was nice. But yeah, it was pretty good. It was delicious, and I don't really love I don't love blistered tomato. I don't love tomatoes in general. I eat them, but they're not my favorite. But for whatever reason, these ones are pretty good. And
then what'd you guys drink that down with?
All right, so with that, I had a new. I don't know if I've done a review on these guys. So Resident Culture Brewing Company. They're in Charlotte. I think they got a couple spots, one downtown and one in one of the up and coming areas. But had their Lightning Drop double single IPA. Yep, just a regular single IPA. It's New England style. Obviously, it's hazy. Citra, Mosaic hops, which again are for me kind of like summer type hops, kind of more fruitful and flavorful. Honestly, I was pretty impressed. I've had a couple Resident Cultures before, and I thought they were only okay.
Mm-hmm.
Felt like this one was really good. It had that kind of that hazy feel, but wasn't like too heavy. It did remind me of some of the Northeast style beers, but yeah, a little bit of pineapple in there, maybe a little bit of mango. Pretty good. I thought it was I'd get it again. That's for sure. I'd probably give it an 8.0.
Ooh, finally breaks it, man.
It broke that for me. I had it, and I got it from one of my friends, and I was like, I'm impressed by this one. It kind of, once it hit the palate, it was it kind of, I don't know, it was good.
After you said that, did you make the White Walker face?
The what?
The White Walker face. Ooh.
Yeah. It probably looked like that.
Oh man, that means it's definitely good, man. Definitely have to see if I can find something similar to that around here. And then that's JD's Bites and Brew, everybody. And then this week for the BRRs, you still got the same shows that are in rotation right now between Silo, Class of 09, Yellow Jackets, and From. I don't think I caught up on Yellow Jackets.
Oh, you didn't watch the season finale yet?
No, not yet. I'll probably watch it tonight or tomorrow because I was watching all the NBA games and stuff.
Yeah, it's
another bonkers one.
Yeah, it's a weird show, man. Like I do enjoy it, but man, whoever wrote this show is
sick in the head.
got some issues.
Yeah, man. It's just definitely gonna check that out. I don't know if you caught up on Silo yet.
I did not yet. I started watching. I realized I didn't finish Defending Jacob, so I started finishing that.
Oh, okay. I gotta watch that. I didn't start that. I gotta watch that.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean,
and then
some unrealistic stuff, but pretty good.
Yeah, I heard the acting was good with between the boy Captain America and then I forget who else is in there.
I forget. I forget the guy's name.
Yeah, but then but for Silo they uncovered some. It was a new finding by one of the guys that always sits in the cafeteria. But I kind of got to go back to see what he was doing. I don't want to give it away, but I think that's going to be a key piece later on, kind of like a little Easter egg that they drop. We find out some more information about, who's moving and shaking as far as, who's doing the dirt. Kind of expected, but I'm sure there's way more to it because, we still don't know where this person is getting their orders from. So definitely a good show, man. Then we got a Class of 09. Like I said, it's getting better, man. Some definitely want to check out when you get a chance. It's not many episodes. I think it's like 4 or 6 episodes in total. Well, I think 4 is out now, and then I think they're only doing 6, so it's kind of short. I think it was 6. I don't remember, but definitely something you can check out after you finish the Jacob show. I think you can still wait on it because you got to finish up Silo and some other stuff. So
yeah, we got some shows right now. Then I'm watching Ted Lasso on the side. I finally started that up.
Yeah, I like that show, man. It's good, man. It's short, quick episodes, kind of like Emily in Paris. Well, no, they're doing eight episodes for Class of 09, but it's a mini series. Okay. But yeah, I like Ted Lasso, man. Like I said, it's quick, short episodes, just like Emily in Paris. They don't really drag out. Some of them are kind of humorous, like some of the characters on there. So definitely a great show that Apple has right now.
Yeah, Apple's killing it right now.
Yeah, man, they're stepping it up. They started off a little slow, man, but I think C and I forget whatever the new show pretty much carried them like that first year as they were like getting themselves together. But now they got a bunch of bangers coming out, man. And then we got another great episode. They uncovered some stuff as far as a way they can defend against these monsters. But it's kind of left on the cliffhanger, so still more to be found out to see how they can get this stuff or do what they just did to defeat one of them. But it's still kind of weird. Still a lot going on, man. We still don't know where they're at, and I felt like they kind of trailed off on trying to make outside communication. Hopefully they can pick it back up. But we'll see what happens after these next few episodes. And then started Love and Death. That's on HBO Max. So far, so good. It's about the Candy Montgomery. I think she, had an affair and she ended up killing, some people that was involved in the affair. So based off a true story. So has the girl from Scarlet Witch. So
okay.
So far, so good, man. And then outside of that, caught up on I watched that missing movie on Netflix that just came out. That was pretty good.
That was good, yeah.
That was pretty good, man. I thought it was gonna be kind of like corny, but then it kind of got like it kind of got good, man. It reminded me of Searching. I don't know if you ever seen that one.
Yes, it did. It was by the same writers.
Same writer, yeah. So it reminded me of that. Where people are using the internet to kind of solve crimes. Some of the stuff she was doing, I was like, oh damn, I didn't even know I could do that. And then, mind you, I was like, oh damn, I wonder how much shit I'm giving away on freaking Google and all these freaking apps that she was finding. So definitely something you could check out for like a little date night movie or something. And then I know The Walking Dead has another show spinoff series coming out.
Like why?
I don't know. To be honest, man, I was gonna go back and watch the Fear of the Walking Dead because I never really watched it.
I watched like 2 episodes. I couldn't do it. I guess that show just dragged on, and then Fear the Walking Dead. I was like, all right, I'll try it, and I just couldn't do it.
Yeah, I guess the spinoff is about what's the girl, Maggie? So pretty much they go into
Negan. Sorry, Negan.
Negan. Yeah.
Negan.
Yeah, so they go into a city where it's like infested. I guess somebody takes her son or kid, and they got to go get him back. So I might give it a try, man, but we'll see. And then I caught up. I watched the Evil Dead Rise. It was all right. Probably give it like a 7 out of 10. Kind of one of those possession movies. People have to fight off the possession, but it doesn't really get like too like churchy where they're doing like spells and shit. They're just pretty much hacks on the monsters. Overall, it's a decent horror movie, man. Something you can watch. If you don't want to wait if you want to wait to Halloween to watch it, or if you want to watch it now, definitely something you can watch for a scary movie night. So, and then outside of that, it wasn't really much else, man. Oh no, I watched To Catch a Killer. That's with the girl from Divergent, I think. Aaron Rodgers' ex-girl. That one was all right too, man. Gave it about probably like a 6.8 out of 10, maybe a 7.
Okay.
I think it was kind of cool. I won't say cool because the killer was like a special ops type of guy. He was going buck wild in there, the way he was shooting people and stuff, throwing bombs at them. But I mean, ultimately, it was kind of the way they caught him was kind of corny. It wasn't really like any special way they caught him. It was just like a normal. I don't want to give it away, but normal way they caught him and the way he went out. But I mean, overall, it wasn't really much else. There's a few other stuff on my list I want to get through. So.
All right.
And then
going on that, got a lot of shows on that list, Rich.
Yeah, I mean, take it one day at a time, man. But I think it's really not that much because like once you go through, I just focus on one at a time, and then we got the the normal rotation shows, which you can watch whenever they come on during the week. But during the like regular time when they're not on, it gives you time to binge like go through one show quick. So, and then you guys watch anything on your end?
No, I think just the shows that I was mentioning. I was trying to think anything else we watched. Firefly Lane, the one with Katherine Heigl and Sarah Chalk.
Oh, how was that one?
It's not bad. It's a rom-dram, but yeah, they just released the second half of the second season, and it wasn't bad. 8 episodes, easy watch.
Add that to that was already on the list, but it's kind of in the towards the bottom half because I don't think
they flipped through like three different like time periods. So like when they were kids, when they're kind of like early adults, and then when they're current life. So that part's pretty neat. You can kind of see the way that how they got to where they are essentially. Right, so it's not bad. It's pretty. I mean, Sarah Chalk and Katherine Heigl are good actors. I forget the Australian guy's name, but he's also good. It's pretty good acting, pretty good storyline. But yeah, it's just one of those rom-drams.
Okay, I'll bump that up on the queue list then. And yeah, man, that's pretty much it. I don't think I got anything else.
Nice.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, until next time.
Until next time, Rich.
I want to thank y'all for rocking out here on the Sports Sidebar Podcast. Give y'all something to ride out on.